Hi everyone. So in our previous tutorial, we added two exporters. Let's go to our Prometheus first. It's running on local host 1990, and if I go to the targets, we have C Advisor and Windows Exporter running. I see this 8081 as my C Advisor, and this is the Windows Exporter that we are talking about. So, in this tutorial, we'll learn how to add a rule or a rule file so that we could create alerts. So, before that, we'll first need to understand what actually rules are in Prometheus. So, let's go to the docs of Prometheus and let's get started here. So here, if you see, we have to write a rule in this manner, and this file will be either in YML or either in rules. So first of all, let's try this. I am in my directory. Yes, and let me go to my Visual Studio. Here I'll create a new file named as rules. Let's say Windows rules, Windows alerts dot YML. And in this, first of all, the three hyphens, and let's just copy the template that they have provided us. This makes a good alert. So every alert is inside a group, and actually we provide the group name here. So let's say the alert is Windows alerts. L is capital. And for example, let's say our alert is, let's see, if I go back to my exporters, there are a hell lot of exporters metrics available here. I have an important service named Mozilla Maintenance Service. Now, if I close this service down from automatic, maybe disabled or something like that, it won't hurt me as much. So I'm going to work on this. Let's search Mozilla here first. Mozilla, and here it is. So if I see this matrix, Windows Service State, it says stopped for one. That means this, okay, I'm seeing the wrong thing. Yeah. So if you see, this Mozilla maintenance is stopped. And actually, I don't want it in the stop state. So I should get alert. So I'll create a query that will check whether our Mozilla maintenance service is down or not. And if it's down, it would alert us. So let's create this query. Here in expression, we give that query. Let's remove this query and add exactly what it's written here. I'll just copy this. If just imagine there's an if, and if this Windows service state with parameters given as Mozilla maintenance and the state is stopped returns 1, which it is returning 1, right? If it's returning 1 for, let's say, 1 minute, okay, so you don't want to get alerted as soon as this returns 1, because there could be some internet issue. Maybe the service just went down for 1 second. It just flapped up, it went down and up, and in that situation you doesn't want to get alerted. You write a query wherein you say that for, say, 1 minute, if the service is down, it's critical, it should alert me. And you can give some labels. The labels are same as what you give in Kubernetes. It lands some kind of alerts in some labels, uh, triggers them according to in which label you put. So you can create a lot of labels wherein maybe some alerts are not that important that you just want in your mail. Then you could create a severity saying that, yeah, send this alert to mail. or some alerts are seriously very important and you want it on either on your Slack or on your Microsoft Teams, wherever it is. And some alerts are very, very important. They are very critical. And if it goes down, your application is down. In that case, you may want it either on PagerDuty or any other service that you are using. So for now, I don't have any way in which I want these alerts to get triggered and get notified. I'm just going to leave it. Summary is, well, a basic summary of what has happened. So my Mozilla maintenance, uh, sometimes this autocorrect doesn't work. Service uh, is down for 1 minute. And let's give a brief description if you want. It's on you. So it can contain anything you want. Maybe some links if this alert gets triggered. Okay, I'll write a good thing like this alert is getting triggered as the service is down as the service, and you can actually pass the service name here if you want. As the service is down, please check this wiki as it is the run book, or please check the run book to handle this alert. It's a good description. So we have an alert ready. So wait a second, I'll just add a comment. This is our alert one. Imagine I need another alert, and I'll just name alert two. And maybe this time I want this alerted when my state is running. Yeah, that will be better. So here I'll just change this as running. So Windows alert Mozilla running. Maybe this is a service that I really just don't want to run, and maybe change, yeah, 1 minute if it's running, then so is up. And this is not an ideal case when you want a alert to be triggered, but just for an example. And please check the run book. Okay, so now if you see, we have two alerts. This is our first alert and this is our second alert. Great. Now what do we want is we want this alert into our Prometheus. That is this file. So if you see, we have added a file path here which it searches but it doesn't get it. So now this time what we'll do, I'll just remove this file and I'll actually give a new a real path, and that is in source, and let's name this as Windows alerts.yaml. Great, now we have a rule file here. Uh, and the second thing that we require, if you see, I have my Prometheus running. I'll go in the interactive mode into my Docker, into my Prometheus. So Docker exec minus it, Docker image, container name, and vi when I'll just name it as alerts. Let it be Windows alerts.py, and let me add my file. Control C, paste. Okay, I had to add this, and this one tool known as prompt tool, which will tell us if we are doing anything wrong. Check rules. Okay, my bad. MV Windows to Windows. Being a Python coder, I have learned to write py a lot. Now I can use this prompt tool check rules, and let's give Windows dot. So it says there's an alert, there's a something wrong, and let me give it a name here. Mozilla service down, and let me remove this line, change this to alert 2, and here the alert is Mozilla service up, and that's it. This should work. Let me check. 1 second. So it says an error wherein they say rules. Okay, yeah. Again, my bad. You have to define rules only once. So I'll remove that line as well. Yeah. Yes. So if you see after running this command, I can see that two rules are found. That means our rule file is correct. Now let's exit from here and just see docker ps and docker restart Prometheus. Great. Now if I see, it should be up running. Great. And if I go back here, there you go. Now I have two services, two what do you say it, alerts added. Great. Now if I go to both of these queries, I can see the stopped is returning one, but currently running is returning nothing. If I do this, it would say the data returned is 0. So this alert is, it should get triggered. So let's wait for a minute, and there you go. Now it's saying the alert is in pending state, and once 1 minute time has completed, it would say that the state of the alert is triggered. So let's wait for a minute here. There you go. So if you see, 1 minute has completed and this service is down. This triggers an 1 minute. This triggers this alert. So Prometheus is currently alerting us, but we are not receiving any alert. So in next tutorial, we'll see how to set up alert manager and how can we get these alerts into alert manager.